Hi, I'm Jeremy Maitland from Australian Elite Team. I'm here for Submission Radio today for the Technique of the Week, and we are going to be working a side control escape into a DAS choke, also known as the Ghost. So this is the breakdown of the move. It's not very hard to do, but it's just the little details which will really help. So generally people get you in side control and they'll go head and arm. So under the head here, so I've got to create room. So the very first thing I've got to do is with my forearm, I'm going to put my forearm in between his hip and I'm going to wrap my hand around on his back. Get that nice and strong, stops him from moving. Now with my left hand, I'm going to come under and I'm going to cut my chest. Now from here, my arm's not in a lot of danger. I've got a bit of control and I've controlled these movements. So from here, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to hip out first. As I hip out, they usually try to put you down. Now as he does that, my forearm over here is now going to slide under his body. But I want to keep my hand and my fingers running along his body here. So as he puts me down, I'm going to hip escape through. Then from there, I cup his neck so he can't posture up to control his posture. And then I just switch the grip here, lock that on nice and tight, grab my bicep and walk into him. And he taps out very, very quickly. So this is from a different angle. As you see, biggest thing, I want to control his hips. I don't want him dropping his, my arms out here, he's trapped my upper arm. So what I do is again, and I'm not using force, all I do is I use it for a little bit of leverage, put against his hip, and I curl my hand like a snakehead around his hip and cut that on his back. So if he tries to move around, drop his weight, I've got a little bit of leverage there and it doesn't require any energy. So I've got that there. Now this arm, I'm going to put it in. So if you just posture up for a sec, I am literally palming my chest. So I'm trapping his arm in between my chest. Now I don't have to worry about arm locks and things like that. So I'm very well protected. But at the same time, I'm not locking him down so much that he gets defensive. So I've got my grips here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hip out and face into him. And his natural instinct, he doesn't want me up on this angle. He's gonna push me down. As he does, watch this hand, it comes under and it hugs his body. All right, and it comes here. I come around here, I must cup his neck. If I don't cup his neck, he postures up, my arm's in danger. But here, I cup his neck, elbow down, it's very hard for him to posture. So as he tries, I'm out, this arm comes here. Now there are different ways of doing this. You can feed it all the way through. I'm not a big fan of that. I like using my forearm. It's just an easier way of getting the grip. So from there, once that's locked on his neck, very much, I just grab my bicep, I reach over on the other side, and rather than roll or do anything, all I'm gonna do is walk into him underneath, and then eventually, he taps out. Very sneaky, very effective, and it works. It's nice and easy.